Hi, Harriet. Hi, how are you?
Very good, thanks, Fran.
Thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about yourself, your family, and what you do at Dräger, please.
So I'm Harriet. I've worked for Dräger for 14 years. I've had 2 roles in that time. I've been a clinical application specialist and also now I am an account manager. I've got 2 boys at home and my eldest son was born prematurely at 34 weeks and 6 days.
Can you please tell us a bit more about your journey?
So my eldest son was, I went into labour at 34.6. I was actually still working for another company at the time. Went into labour in the office in a meeting on my penultimate day. So I wasn't prepared. I didn't have my notes with me because I thought I had a few more weeks to go. And I was just looking forward to work, really, to finishing work, really. So my colleague drove me to the nearest hospital. I ended up having an emergency C-section because he was extended breech. And he was admitted to the neonatal unit at the hospital.
Wow. And what happened next?
Archie developed jaundice while he was in the neonatal unit. We stayed there and he was an inpatient for 2 weeks. And then they managed his jaundice. He had phototherapy on and off. And then we were discharged back to my home hospital, tertiary centre near where I lived. And when Archie was taken to the tertiary centre, he actually went in the Dräger TI 500 incubator.
Oh, wow. You didn't know Dräger back then?
I didn't know. When I started to work for Dräger, I saw the incubator and I recognised it as the incubator that he travelled in, yeah.
And then what happened?
So when we got home, Archie was still jaundiced. He actually ended up being prolonged jaundice. So he was jaundiced for about 4 weeks. And we had to travel long distances to have his blood taken to check and monitor the jaundice. And I wasn't very well. And from my C-section, and then he ended up having surgery at 6 weeks. So it was both me and him travelling for over an hour each way and travelling long distances, and it was a really stressful time. So it was a relief when they finally said that we didn't need to go for any more blood tests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then after that, he didn't have any other complications?
No, he's absolutely fine. 15 years old. You'd never know he was premature.
Oh, that's nice. So I understand you have 2 boys.
Yeah.
So you get a second child.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. My youngest son was full term. So discharged home after about 24 hours and he was absolutely fine, but he did become jaundiced as well. So immediately I started worrying that we were going to have to travel long distances to the tertiary centre to have blood tests again. But then I remembered, and this is while I was working for Dräger, I remembered that my colleague had installed the bilirubinometer with the community midwives from my area fairly recently. And I rang the midwives and asked them to bring out what was the JM 103 then. And they brought it out to their next appointment, monitored him, and he was at a level, his bilirubin level was at a level where he didn't need to go into hospital for any treatment. So we avoided having to go back into hospital. We avoided those long journeys. And my mind was completely put at rest that he was okay and we weren't going to have to go through that stress again.
Yeah. So he's fine as well, yeah, now anyway. Yeah, the second son as well.
Yeah,
so
he's really well as well. Yeah, you'd never know.
And I just wanted to ask you the last question. Why did you feel it was important to share your story today?
I'm really proud to work for a company that has fantastic products and products that can really make a difference to patients and their families. In my case, it saved me a lot of stress at a time when I had a small baby and a toddler, and it meant that we didn't have to do those long journeys anymore. So I felt it was really important to share my story and appreciate what Dräger can do.
Thank you very much for your time today, Harriet.
You're welcome.